And Ice, I'm going to say this. We were here 2 years ago when the Wings were still trying to find their footing as a franchise. Completely different juice in this building as the tip goes to the Chicago sky. There is a lot of energy here.
I feel it.
Gabriela Jaquez will initiate the offense. Diggins off the catch, defended by Agumbawale inside to Cardoso, and that is what Chicago's looking for offensively.
They need to establish Cardoso inside right away and challenge Jess Shepard to defend her. Cardoso 6'7", has the height advantage.
Your officials, Kevin Fahey, Angel Kent, and Tyler Merkovich. Fudd on the wing, gets the screen from Couir, flares a pass, Couir inside, defended by Cardoso. The Sky, third most blocks per game, it's 6 per game. Cardoso, the catch inside, Azurá Stevens, back-to-back buckets for the Sky.
Not just Cardoso they want to establish, but Stevens as well. Love the high-low action, really nice pass from Cardoso.
And that's an area of her game. She has really developed the passing aspect. And speaking of a nice pass, it's Shepard inside to Beckers. Outside for the three. It's good from the outside for Agumbawale.
Playing inside out and way too open of a look for Agumbawale.
The Wings, 23+ assists per game, second in the W. They have the best assist-to-turnover ratio. Jaquez galloping through the lane and another connection for Chicago.
How about 3 layups for Chicago? Finding success early in the paint.
Chicago, a team that is shooting under 30% from 3 this season. They've struggled scoring the ball in first quarters, averaging just 18 points a game as that pass deflected by Diggins. But so far, you love the offensive start for the Sky.
Yeah, they want to get high percentage looks, whether it's driving lanes or the high-low action that we've already seen.
Beckers looking to get open. It's Shepard. And Shepard, one of the true point forwards in this league, kicks it. Couir, she can hit that from beyond the arc. It's a 3-point connection.
Head coach Jose Fernandez told us yesterday, if you ask Couir what position she plays, she'd rather play the 2 or 3. She doesn't want to be the center in the paint. She wants to knock down those shots from the outside.
Diggins to Cardoso, flips a pass to Taylor. 8 to shoot. Taylor the drive, unimpeded. 4 straight lay-ins for Chicago.
I like the way that she's looking to get to the basket. And those driving lanes are open right now for the Sky, and they're taking them.
This Dallas team said this is a completely different Chicago team than who we met earlier. Agumbawale no good on the lay-in. Stevens up ahead to Diggins behind her back. Diggins looking to push the pace. Bounce pass, Cardoso. A catch ripped away by Fudd, but still in the hands of the Sky. Cardoso attacking the rim. Stevens, the offensive rebound. Checks once, gets the second, puts it in.
Dallas cannot be happy with giving up already 10 points in the paint to start this one. Other side for Chicago, this looks similar to how they started their last game versus New York, and that's what you want. You want the carryover.
Beckers over the head of Shepard. It's Stevens sprinting ahead. Stevens fouled. And Chicago sprinting out of the blocks here in the first quarter. First quarter starts. They did it well in their 1-point loss the other game to the New York Liberty. They were +5 in that first quarter. It's a quarter they've struggled in throughout this season. But you see the trend changing. They put Jaquez into the starting lineup last game. They truly feel the Taylor as well, too. That has helped out a lot. And Tiffany, you've got more on these quick starts for the Sky.
Well, we talked to Skylar Diggins about that, and she said that one thing this team can do is establish being aggressive early, that you can't just turn it on physically, and you can't turn on the grit as well when you get late in games. It's got to be off the start, and that ties into what Coach Tyler Marsh told us. He said, I think we've proven we can take punches and still give effort, but we have to have a mindset of throwing the first punch.
Yeah, I mean, this league is too good for you to get down in double digits in the first quarter. You can be even the rest of the game and then still lose. So I completely agree with Sky's message. The start has to be strong for the Sky, especially on the road.
Couir back to Agumbawale. The drive bounces a pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 3. Loses the handle into the hand of Diggins. Up ahead, Taylor racing forward, ripped away by Fudd.
That's the second time we've seen AZ Fudd defensively having a poke at the basketball and just having really good hands. It's caught in transition defense, doesn't give up on the play, and that is clean. Great defense from Fudd.
Fudd has very quick hands defensively, and an offensive foul will go against Sydney Taylor, her first personal.
It looks like she was off ball, trying to set a screen.
really interesting for the Chicago team. They got off to a 3-1 start. Victories at Golden State, at Minnesota. Rickea Jackson, one of their big offseason acquisitions, tears her ACL in that 4th game. Since then, just 1-9. But the blocks of a solid team have been there throughout the season. Fudd off the bounce, her jumper, no good. Rebound to Stevens.
Really nice defensive possession for Chicago. I thought they rotated well.
Diggins the crossover, met by 2 defenders. Cardoso bulldozing her way to the cup, and you can put one more on it.
The connection between those two is at a really high level in this 2-man game. Skylar just does a great job of getting the angle off the rejection. And what does Camilla do? Continue to roll, dicing right through the lane and then finishes through contact. We see a lot of times, sometimes post players won't roll when the screen is rejected. They'll maybe pop or stay out of the way, but she rolled and created an opportunity for herself.
She had some tip to the bill, and how about the fact she kept the ball high?
Yes.
Didn't bring it down to where the guards can slap that away. So an 8-point lead for Chicago with still 6+ minutes left here in the first quarter. Natasha Cloud will head to the scorer's table. Fudd hounded by Jaquez. Inside, Kawir looking for a safety valve. The Sky covering all of the wings. Kawir the 3. It's long. Rebound to Jaquez. Really impressive defense from Chicago so far in the early going. Diggins, the drive, kicks it out. Diggins for 3, lets it fly. Can't connect. Rebound to Shepard. Shepard eyeing a teammate in transition. Of course, she's so dangerous. Bounce pass to Beckers. Beckers sees 2 defenders. The pumping, the flyby, and rolls out.
Really nice move, though, from Beckers.
Stevens in transition, up top to Cardoso. The catch, looking to muscle her way to the cup. Can't get the first try. Follows her miss. Too much to handle. Timeout, Dallas. And Cardoso making a statement in the early going. It's a 10-0 run for Chicago. The Sky. It has been clear as day. They are not the same as they have taken a double-digit lead on the road. As Shepard rolls to the rim and gets fouled.
I mean, that's what you expect from the veteran leader in Skylar Diggins, to keep it honest, to keep it real, and to also start with herself. She said it starts with me and then goes to everyone else. But make no mistake about it, the best teams in this league are veteran-led teams. They have experience. They know what it takes to win.
How about Jessica Shepard? We mentioned her in the open, what she has done this year. The only 2 triple-doubles in the W so far. She and her former teammate in Minnesota, Alana Smith, who checks in for the first time, were part of that defensive backbone for the Lynx. They have now helped shape the defensive turnaround for the Wings. They're allowing 9 fewer points per game this season than last year.
And that's huge. Some time to get adjusted to the defensive side of the basketball in the W, especially when you're bringing on younger players.
Natasha Cloud checks in for Gabriela Jaquez. It's Taylor racing around the screen. Inside to Cardoso. Had it poked away. Smith was behind her. Cardoso scoops up the loose ball. Diggins for 3. Oh, didn't even touch the rim.
The best time to shoot a 3 is when the defense is scrambling. And that time they were. Good decision from Diggins.
11-point lead for Chicago. They're shooting 57% from the field. Fudd, pump fake, dribble, fundamental jumper.
She knows teams want to fly out at her and run her off the 3-point line.
Smith rips it away. She was a co-defensive player of the year last year, and the swift hands are able to pry it free. That's going to be foul number 2 on Cardoso.
But she has been active inside. This is how they want to start the game, establishing her presence one-on-one versus Shepard. And then here, kind of the replace action where she gets the top of the key, but then now it's time for Stevens to post up, and she delivers a nice high-low action. The important thing about Camilla Cardoso, though, is staying on the floor. Can she stay out of foul trouble? Something Tyler Marsh spoke with me about earlier, and just, you know, her not allowing plays that don't go her way to cause frustration, and then for her to foul because of that frustration.
Exactly. That was 95 feet away from the basket. She now sits with 2 fouls. Elizabeth Williams will come in for her. J.C. Shelton, the former wing, will come in, and Shepard can't get it at the rim. A heartbreaker.
Yeah, but it seems like there's been intention after the timeout to get Jess Shepard the basketball and a couple more looks.
We've seen it 3 possessions in a row. Diggins staking the screen. Williams down low. What a find by Diggins.
Yes, and Williams just buries Agumbawale, turns over that left shoulder. Clean offense from the Sky. We're seeing early.
Diggins with 3 dimes already. Cloud gets the hands up, knocks the ball loose. Shepard will regather. Agumbawale Going around the screen. Williams shows they leave her. She's going to try and make them pay. Can't get the jumper. Stevens with her 6th rebound already. It's Williams. Oh, Beckers broke it up like a free safety. Chicago ball on the sideline. Well, you can hit every highlight with CBS Sports HQ, streaming free 24/7. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. You see a concerted effort from the Sky to really push the pace in transition. They have multiple ball handlers as Gabriela Jaquez will now spell Skylar Diggins.
That's something that I've noticed in their last 2 games looks better. The overall pace of play for Chicago in transition, but also in the half court.
Stevens sets her feet, lets the 3 go, off the heel, rebound to Beckers. Smith with a screen in transition, frees up Beckers, Fudd in the corner. She's gonna knock down the tray.
Wow, that was all Paige. Coming off the screen, getting the defense to be in the wrong position, and giving a dime to Fudd.
I want to give credit to Atlanta Smith for setting the open floor screen on Cloud, who couldn't get in transition as well, too. Cloud couldn't get the jumper either. Fudd the board. Dallas looking to strike here. Beckers, the direct, the midi, no good. Here comes Chicago right back the other way. Sheldon draws 2. It's Stevens, the height advantage. Jaquez cutting, gets the foul. What a wily cut from the rookie. Agunbowale is going to pick it up and a chance for 1 more for Beckers.
And this is why Gabriela Jaquez is playing major minutes for the Sky. It starts, though, with Paige Beckers, the look off, and then the dime to Fudd in the corner. That's probably our favorite spot on the floor. And then Stevens just hits Jaquez on a nice 45 cut right in front of Agunbowale. And she's able to finish with contact. And back to my point, that's why Jaquez is playing so many minutes, because the off-ball, high IQ, the timely cut in the half court, and then the strong finish.
And credit Tyler Marsh for making some changes with this lineup. You see Maddie Westbelt coming into this game early. You see a lot of size for the wings as well. It's Smith running the floor. Cloud comes right in to break it up, racing it back down the other way. The hand up to Jaquez. The Sky storming down the court, and the roll in is good for Jaquez.
Oh, love the transition offense I'm seeing right now from the Sky. It's flowing and it's space.
This is some high-octane basketball from our point of view. I'll tell you that much. Don't blink. Beckers with Westbelt defending. They like this switch. Beckers the drive, gets to the right, the hook shot, no good. Smith can't get the rebound. Williams clears things out.
No one crashing the offensive glass right now for Dallas because they've given up points in transition. They're so focused on getting back.
They're also giving up points in the paint. 20-0 advantage points in the paint for the Sky. Jaquez nearly loses the handle. Williams, the handoff to Sheldon. Sheldon, shot clock winding down. Cloud has to do something with it, throws it up. Can't get the angle. Westbelt, her first action of the season is an offensive rebound. Jaquez and Beckers will tie it up. 2 former NCAA champions will jump it off soon. Well, let's catch our breath for a moment, Ice, and take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. Tomorrow on CBS, Golden State at Las Vegas. Our good friend Chris Lewis on the call for that one. Washington at Minnesota at 6 Eastern on NBA TV. New York at Los Angeles, 8 Eastern on ESPN. Then Monday, Phoenix at Indiana at 8 p.m. on USA. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app as Maddie Segrest comes into the game and helps get the tip. Smith, she can shoot from outside. She's dialed in.
What a good sign to see early if your head coach Fernandez has been wanting Atlanta Smith's game just to connect as of late, knowing the type of player she is. She's had some shooting difficulties with that face mask that she's had to wear as well, but she's making plays.
Had a facial fracture, and you are right on it. The fact that she's making plays on the defensive end, stretching the floor, knocking down threes, that's why they brought her in. It's another dimension to this Dallas team that could possibly develop. So that'll be Dallas ball after the ricochet, and Shook Sutton getting her first run of the night. He came in, was previously with Portland this season. The injury to Odyssey Sims cleared the way for Sutton to make the roster. Smith looking for a handoff to a guard. Isaiah James also couldn't handle it. Turnover, Dallas.
Jaquez again defensively leads this team in steals, blows up the handoff, and gets her team the basketball.
She never stops running. She is so good at getting down the floor in transition, putting pressure on the defense. Jaquez the crossover. That's a foul against Smith, and Smith certainly rattled as she goes to the floor. I think she might have gotten hit in the face, possibly.
Immediately takes the mask off, and again, back to what Coach Fernandez told us, that it has just been an unfortunate start to the season for Smith, as she's had so much contact. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Just right to her face, head-to-head contact. Good to see both players okay, but she has taken a number of hits like that early this season.
And Cloud will challenge her again, and that might be back-to-back fouls. It is against Alana Smith, and she is still shaken up. So Chicago not shy about trying to attack her off the bounce.
Well, and it's a veteran move by Cloud. You know that she's a bit shaken up on the last possession, so why not look to attack her? I tell you what, though, she does not look great.
No, she's trying to compose herself. She didn't practice yesterday due to an illness.
Yes.
And it's so hard for a player like Smith. You played at such a high level over the last couple of years. You go to a new destination, and you're dealing with injuries right out the gate, trying to find your rhythm. But
you're absolutely right. And there were
Cloud.
high expectations for Smith coming into this season, the reigning co-defensive player of the year. Certainly hope she's okay.
Being tended to at the end of the bench at the moment. Sutton can't get the jumper. Sheldon will chase down the rebound.
I don't know if I love that shot from Sutton. I think right now with Sutton as the point guard, they're looking for Paige to play off ball.
To your point, that's one thing they certainly want to do. Hawkins weaving her way through the lane. Sheldon, the hustle play for the offensive putback, and she gets fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line.
What J.C. Sheldon brings, that relentlessness, energy on the offensive glass, the block from Couir, but one hand for Sheldon. You know time is running down, so just give it a chance. Beats Dallas to the basketball and then gets fouled.
And you and I really like J.C. Sheldon as a player. I feel we've called a game for all 4 teams she's played for in the last 3 years, and the combination of her and Hawkins, they bring just tremendous hustle. You can never blink against them.
Yes, hustle, motor, and grit. Young players that want to get better.
Into the first quarter, Chicago erases the shot.
Good help defense from Williams. That's what you want your center to do. Clean up the paint.
Diggins, the handoff to Westbeld, who's getting her first minutes of the season. She's the only member for the Sky who has scored in this game. Diggins outside, Taylor, no hesitation, the 3 off target. That'll cascade out of bounds. Well, the first quarter turnaround is something that Tyler Marsh emphasized defensively and offensively. And here it is, the last 2 games, they have gone for 60 points combined. Their 2 highest scoring first quarters of the season.
Just starting to put things together offensively, understanding spacing and structure right now is what Coach March told me.
Defensively, the way they've helped in the gaps has been incredible, but Segrist will make them pay.
A good decision from Segrist. She had a little too much daylight and made them pay.
How about Dallas? 5 of 6 from 3.
Yes.
Just 1 of 10 from 2.
I feel like their shot selection from 3 is better right now than some of the 2s they're taking.
Really wise point right there. Inside, Westbeld, Couir comes over, collides, and that'll be a foul on her.
Couir was a second late, a second earlier, and that would have been a clean steal. But here, off the ball screen action, the pick and pop, just that little split second she had to see what the defense was going to do and then knock down the shot.
And defensively, you hear a lot of coaches talk about the discipline, at least touch hands or make sure there's no gap, whether it's a switch in a zone or a man in that situation.
Definitely. Want to stay connected.
Taylor will let it go again. The 3, no good. Ball pinballs around. Coming up, Hawkins opportunistic. Taylor again will go with it. Can't find the bottom of the well. 3 straight misses from outside.
But she's got to keep shooting. The shots are open, and that's her role.
Coming off 54 points in the 2 previous games. Snatches it out of midair. Up ahead, Hawkins can't pirouette in time, and that'll spill out of bounds. Dallas ball. Was that time of year again. Make sure your voice is heard for this year's WNBA All-Star Voting presented by Ally. Scan the QR code on your screen now to vote for the WNBA All-Star starters. A handful of them in this game here tonight. Paige Beckers, of course, Rookie of the Year, was an All-Star last season. Many people feel Jessica Shepard will make one as well, too. And right now, Alana Smith is being evaluated for another face injury. So we will keep you updated on her status, but just really frustrating for her as she recovers from that facial fracture to start the season.
And especially that she's wearing a mask, which is supposed to protect those areas that just continue to be met with contact.
They are not letting AZ Fudd check into the game right here. So Isaiah James will stay in the game. This crowd restless. They want to see some more up and down action. They feel Dallas starting to claw back into this one. They want to seize the momentum. Diggins defending Beckers. Agumbawale, a dangerous pass. Able to snag it. Agumbawale uses the ball screen. Segrist rolls. Agumbawale step back. Rainbow jumper. No good. Rebound to James, who stayed in the game. James trying to feed it to Beckers. It's Segrist that'll get it. She drives. Segrist flying. She's got two. Kouir will maintain the dribble. Beckers posting up against Jaquez. Beckers spinning to the baseline. Jaquez walls up. The whistle. Oh, what a shot from Beckers as she stares down Jaquez. Okay. Okay.
Come on, Paige. Let's turn to Paige. Come on. Getting spicy. One-on-one in the mid-post. I know on that fadeaway, takes the bump and just throws it up as she's coming down. This is so smart because the bump happens right there. Great call by the refs and a better job by Paige of just getting the shot up.
Just her 5th free throw attempt in the last 3 games as Fudd tries to apply a little full court pressure. The lead is now 4 after an 8-0 Dallas run.
It feels like it's starting on defensive end too with Dallas. They're just talking a bit more and rebounding.
Cardoso, they have not had an answer for her yet tonight.
They must continue to feed Camila Cardoso, especially when she gets deep positioning in the paint. She is so good.
First points for Chicago come at the 6:50 mark. Segrist from outside. Oh, starting to feel it.
How about the assist from Beckers, the behind-the-back bounce pass? We've seen that twice now to a three-point shooter.
Beckers with 4 dimes. Diggins to try and mute the crowd. No good. Rebound Segrist. Agumbawale hunting up ahead. Fudd, the drive on the baseline. Beckers for the tie. No good. Stevens, rebound number 7. Place would have lost its mind if she connected on that. Jaquez will reuse the screen. Her triple, no good. Checks up. Beckers the board.
Feels like the Sky aren't attacking the offensive glass with the same intensity as they did in the first quarter.
Beckers with the ball on a string. Thought about whipping the pass to the corner. Agumbawale gets on the hip of Jaquez. A little show and go. Can't get the finish. Jaquez the board. Jaquez caught. Picked up the dribble. No whistle. Stevens will help her out. And then we have a foul at the free throw line, and that'll go against, I believe, Kouir, as she was wrestling with Cardoso.
Well, and I love the pressure that Cardoso was putting on her to duck in early. She was trying to seal early.
It's the 3rd foul on Kouir, and Jaquez will head out. Natasha Cloud will come in. Chicago now 1 for 9 from 3 as we take another look.
This is a defensive intensity that we're seeing a little bit from Enrique, saying, come on, that's an easy one to call. Wanted the travel.
Cardoso, Shepard back in the game to try and check her. Cloud off the handoff, whips it to Stevens. She's left all alone. Chicago still struggling from outside. Cardoso gobbles up the offensive rebound. Sheldon feints the pass. 8 on the shot clock. Cardoso inside, and Segrist can't do much about it. Cardoso supplants herself in the paint and picks up the foul.
Right now, she is just presenting a huge mismatch opportunity. Her size is 6'7". The way that she's using her physicality to post up, she is causing the front court players for Dallas to pick up fouls. Watch how hard she works here to post up Segrist. Knows she has the positioning and is just buried inside.
Oh, but Dallas, they've got some size in the chamber as well, too. Lee Giroux at 6'7" will come into the game for the first time. Stevens muscling Shepard, no good. Shepard directing traffic. Beckers looking to work off the ball. Inverted screen as she sets it for Shepard. Cloud now on Shepard.
Now you want Shepard to post up.
She quickly goes to the block. They can't get it to her, though. Shot clock at 7. Beckers now on Cardoso, creates some airspace. She rises, no good. Yoro cleans up the rebound. Beckers for three, no, the box out. And Cloud nearly lost the handle. Officials say she's clean. Sheldon hustles the drive. Fudd, those quick hands, rips it away. She's galloping down the floor. Here's Shepherd inside with Sheldon. Cardoso will look to double. Shepherd goes right at Sheldon, gets the bucket and a chance to tie this up.
Really nice offensive patience from the wings. They knew where the mismatch was, took time to get it to Shepherd here, and then the drop step initiates contact. We call this mouse in the house. She's got all the size, all the physicality, and that's an easy 2+1 potentially for Jess Shepherd.
It's interesting, Cardoso, those two fouls had to be careful about coming down to double as well, too. Shepherd can't complete the three-point play, so Chicago leads by 1. Just over 4 minutes left here in the first half. Diggins, both teams have been opposites as far as their effectiveness on the court, but in the paint is where Chicago has found their money as Cardoso goes to the rim again.
She had a great game against them the first matchup of the season and is continuing that.
But off the handoff, the three, no good. Yuru right there finds gold at the rim.
And that's what happens when Cardoso gets pulled outside the paint. Yuru knowing that she can go and get the offensive board. Would love to, yeah, she's got to continue to attack, but get 2 feet in the paint.
Looks like Chicago's hunting for the switch. Dallas does a great job of getting back to assignment basketball. Shepherd, Stevens, tough shot. Cloud comes in, can't save it. She stepped on the end line. It'll be Dallas ball. Well, join the phenomenon. Now's the perfect time to catch up on Casey Dutton's new journey. Stream every episode of the CBS original Marshalls, now only on Paramount+. Tyler Marsh has to figure out a way for his team to find some of the offense they had in the first quarter. Just 4 points so far here in the second quarter. Shepherd, the drive goes right by Stevens, puts it up too strong. How about Stevens with 8 rebounds in this half?
She's been active. I think it's the pace of play in the half court. The ball needs to get reversal, multiple reversals for Chicago.
Cloud will use the screen twice. In the paint, Stevens, a measured 3, nothing but cash as she stares down the Dallas bench.
Needed it if you're Azurá Stevens. Getting into the action, and I like the setup there from Cloud as well.
Huge shot, Dallas. They threatened a few possessions. The Wings have never led in this game. Now they trail by 4 again. Agumbawale off the Shepherd screen. Yuru tosses it to Beckers. Beckers back to Agumbawale. Step back 3. Oh, pours it in from long distance.
With range, really forced Taylor to close all the way out a couple feet beyond the 3.
Brings it back to a 1-point lead for Chicago. Taylor, she'll try the 3 from the corner, still struggling with that outside shot. Agumbawale sprinting up ahead. Fudd from outside, can't get it.
I like it though. AZ Fudd hunts the 3 in transition. Love the way that she's sprinting the floor, looking for the opportunity.
About the 5th shot Dallas has had to take the lead, and they just can't drop it in yet.
But I like the response from them in this second quarter.
Stevens, Yuru comes over, leads Cardoso all alone. She lays it in for an easy 2.
I thought Yuru came just a little bit too early and an easy dish for Stevens.
Cardoso impressive with 13 points. Beckers, her free throw line jumper is automatic.
Just a little miscommunication with who's staying with the ball.
Cloud, the contested 3. What a response from Natasha Cloud.
What Jose Fernandez tell us? That is a starter coming off the bench for the Sky.
Diggins will reach from behind. We had gone a lot of action without a break. That might just be a, we need a breather foul right there. 4-point lead for Chicago. Defending, Shepherd to Agumbawale. Cardoso comes out to the deep end. Agumbawale, high arcing shot. Taylor trying to box things out. A foul on the floor will go against Taylor. 2 free throws coming for Beckers. Well, coming up on the Deloitte halftime report, Jenny Dell, Lisa Leslie, and Teresa Weatherspoon break down the first half, plus highlights from around the WNBA. That's all coming up on the Deloitte halftime report. How good did Atlanta look today, by the way, against the Indiana Fever?
A team that I have kept my eye on this season. You know that they've still got a huge piece to add in Brianna Jones, who's injured but coming back. But they look good. They look strong. And I like the intensity that they play at on the defensive end. You can tell they take pride on that side of the basketball.
You were hitting me up in January telling me about Atlanta, what to expect of them
Come
this
on.
season.
It was all a dream. Come on.
2-point lead for Chicago. Inside, Cardoso has 6 points in the paint this quarter already. She gets clobbered, and she'll go to the free throw line. And for 4 of the top teams in the W, they've got some help on the way. Sabrina Ionescu just recently returned to the lineup for the Liberty. But how about Nafisa Collier and Brianna Jones have yet to suit up for the Lynx and Dream, respectively. And then Kennedy Carter, who was dynamite off the bench in the early going, has now missed 5 games, and she's a key piece, one of the best downhill players in the league.
You would think, especially for the Lynx getting Collier back or Jones for the Dream, that if you can get them back before the All-Star break, there's enough time after All-Star to really make a push to get them back into the swing of things and get them in rhythm. Remember, these players have been out for months, so they got to have time to get back into rhythm. But all of those are huge pieces for success of those teams.
13-second differential between shot and game clock. Fudd, the handoff to Agumbawale. Yuru will set a punishing screen and a pass into the third row from Agumbawale. She knew it the moment she let go of it, just slipped out of her hands.
A little too much mustard on it. Interesting to see here, though, if the Sky can get a good offensive look to finish the half feeling strong.
That would be too much barbecue sauce on it here in Arlington, by the way. 13 seconds left. Cloud up top. Chicago can extend this to a 2-possession lead before halftime if they can score here. Cloud eschews the ball screen. Attacks with the left. Gets it to drop. 5.2 left here for Dallas. They trail by 5.
Oh, she went right at Beckers.
Beckers looking to get a big screen from Yuru. Beckers from the logo. No good. So Natasha Cloud gets her 3,000th career point to put Chicago up by 2 possessions to cap off a very impressive first half for the Sky.
We know Skylar Diggins is the head of the snake for them. They go as she goes.
Chicago 4-10 on the season, but they started off 3-1 before Rakia Jackson, who was averaging 18 points a game, tore her ACL. 1-9 since then with close losses over the last 3, but Diggins hitting shot like that to help them over the edge in this one potentially.
Yeah, she's locked in, has gotten a stop, and then the floater.
First half leader was Paige Beckers with 7 points for the Wings, and Maddie Segrest with 8 points off the bench. Fudd, the left-handed dribble, rises up. Diggins bothered it, knocks it off target. Shot clock winding down. Fudd, the follow-up.
This Dallas team has a high level of success when AZ Fudd is scoring the basketball at a high clip and hunting her shot.
Taylor, who had a slow first half, feeds it over to Stevens, sets her feet, and an out jumper. Beckers 5 assists to go along with those 7 points. Challenges Jaquez. Jaquez, the rookie. Solid defense right there as Beckers has to give it up. Couier, her 3, no good. Beckers, pulled it down from the heavens. Outside to Shepard. The handoff back to Beckers. Picks up the dribble. Fudd curling. Shepard, shot clock winding down. Has to hustle. Twirls her way to the cup for 2.
The awareness of the clock, knowing that she had the mismatch and Jaquez guarding her and attacking baseline.
Cardoso, the post-up, beautiful delivery from Jaquez. Taylor, corner 3. Still can't find a bucket from outside, but those are quality looks.
They're going to start doubling Cardoso, so those sprays and kickouts are going to be open.
Taylor just 2 points, 0 for 5 from 3, and the travel call against Fudd.
Tell you what, though, I like the closeout there from Taylor, the response just to get it back defensively. But here's Shepard operating along the baseline. 1 second left on the shot clock, and then there's a travel there from AZ.
Cardoso diving, the foul on Couier. I believe they're going to call this on the floor before the shot went up. Let's take a look at the CarMax Players Spotlight. Today we're highlighting Camila Cardoso from the Chicago Sky. Her numbers through the season. Tyler Marsh continues to feel she improves year after year. And tonight,
that field goal percentage, just getting high percentage looks. I mean, she is a problem inside. And the important thing is, since she's picked up those 2 fouls, she's been able to stay on the floor, so she is able to be a factor.
And it's Kawir that got her 4th foul. She can't stay on. What a pass to Taylor. She glides to the rim.
And Tyler Marsh told me that something super important about their half-court offense is when Cardoso gets the ball on the block, there's action around her. You saw the screen and then the curl that got Taylor wide open in the lane.
Cardoso with 2 assists. Beckers just lost the ball. Hawkins outruns her to the finish line. Oh, block from behind from Beckers, but Taylor's there to clean it up. The hustle rewarded.
See those 2 rookies, Hawkins and Taylor, starting to heat up a little bit, wreaking havoc.
But it's not just the scoring from Taylor, it's the defensive plays, the hustle plays. There it is. Hawkins, another steal. She's up and running. Hawkins, the gallop up with the left, blocked by Fudd. The Huskies with back-to-back blocks. Agumbawale dumps it off. Shepard just lowers the shoulder. Cardoso gonna get fouled.
Thought there was a lot of contact on the steal, getting out in transition. That was a great block from Beckers, not giving up on the play, and then Taylor doing what she's supposed to do, following the play and going up. And Shepard initiates the contact on Cardoso, and then she swipes down. That is just an easy one for the refs to call.
And that's one of those fouls if you're Cardoso. You almost just want her to give up the bucket at that point, because her availability on the floor, much more valuable than 2 points to Dallas right there.
Yes, because the difference in her playing right now with 2 fouls versus 3 fouls is huge. And honestly, if I'm the Dallas Wings right now, the next 2 possessions, I would attack Cardoso and see if you can get her to pick up her 4th foul.
Tiffany, you have more on Cardoso for us.
Yeah, with the foul trouble, Jordan, we talked to Coach Tyler Marsh about that, and he said one area of growth for her will be when the calls aren't maybe going her way, to not let it affect her. He said she's got to stay in the game physically, emotionally, and have that next play mentality. So they spent a lot of time with her talking about that.
Taylor put on the afterburners, and she was fouled as she elevates, and you start to see her apply her will to this game. Yeru picks it up.
Yeah, she took a lot of outside shots in the first half, not able to connect, but still finding success getting downhill, and Yeru gets her right across the face. Love the fearless attack, though. Uses the short step, so only 1 step on that layup to try and catch Yeru off rhythm.
First free throw's good. Let's take a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule tomorrow right here on CBS. Golden State at Las Vegas at 4 Eastern, then at 6 Eastern on NBA TV. It's Washington at Minnesota, then 8 Eastern on ESPN. New York at Los Angeles Monday. Phoenix at Indiana at 8 p.m. Eastern on USA. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. 7-point lead now for Chicago. Dallas has never led in this game. They got to as close as 1 several times in the second quarter. Yeru nearly lost it. Agumbawale maintains the dribble, attacking Cardoso. She's got those 3 fouls. Agumbawale now has 2 more points.
And what a smart bucket to get to the mid-range, create a little space from Cardoso.
Cardoso this time on the offensive end. Yeru defending Cardoso. The 1-2 step, the finesse off the glass.
A beast in the paint right now. A Brazilian beast is Camila Cardoso.
Diggins blows up the ball screen there. Shepard, the drive. Stevens trying to stay in front of her. Shepard rips through, fades away. Shepard no good.
I think that was too tough of a look for Shepard. Oh, good in and out.
Diggins in and out, dribble up with the left, no whistle. Yeru the board. Beckers, Taylor, excellent job fighting over that ball screen. And then we have a whistle coming in. They're going to get Taylor for the foul there. Do you agree with that, Ice?
Yeah, there is contact for sure, but here's Cardoso inside, wedges her way, and then the long 2 steps, the contact, the concentration off the glass. And then Taylor here just got caught. Yeah, too much contact on the lower body. I think so. I think that was a good call.
Foul against this guy. Natasha Cloud comes back into this game. See the size that the Wings have on the floor right now. Yeru and Shepard. Agumbawale trying to shake Diggins. The jumper, no good. Cloud up ahead to Diggins. She's got her eyes to the rim. Diggins strong, take with the left, sent to the deck. She picks up the foul, and then a technical comes in against Agumbawale to compound the mistake. So the foul was on Shug Sutton, and then Agumbawale had some extra words for the official, and that'll be a technical.
And that was a quick tee. Wasn't really much of a conversation between Agumbawale and the refs.
Taylor with the free throw at this quarter now.
And it just kind of seems like after the foul, she just communicates with the ref right away. And like I said, a quick tee, wasn't much talk back. Sometimes the refs allow you to have a bit of a conversation and figure out the frustration, but depends on what you say.
The only thing I can think about is if she felt there was contact on her missed jumper, and the conversation continued as she went onto the other end of the floor. Maddie Westbeld will come back into the game, who's getting her first action in this one of the season. Diggins hits them both, and the lead is back up to 10 for the Sky.
Dallas needs a good offensive possession here.
Beckers rips through 3 defenders. Cager in there. Beckers long 3, can't get it. Rebound to Cloud, and look at the Sky. Sprint down the floor. Taylor stepping through, takes the contact. Ho ho! She is coming alive here in the third.
Tell you what, Natasha Cloud enters the game, and the intensity for Chicago just goes up another level. Starts with her defensive pressure. Taylor downhill, right at Beckers, finishes over her, and the rookie with a flex after. This is straight out of New York. Guard getting downhill, contact, and the finish.
Chiseled by the adversity of playing overseas in Poland, comes back to here, and now starting to light it up. It's the largest lead of the game. Taylor with 12 points has just been explosive. 10 of those points coming here in the third. Bounce it out of bounds. That's the 12th turnover for Dallas already. Chicago has 8 steals. Dallas is number 2 in the league with fewest turnovers at just under 11 per game. Chicago has left them a wreck on that end.
They have been causing havoc, being disruptive, getting in passing lanes, and rebounding. They own the glass right now.
Offensive foul. That goes against Skylar Diggins. Her second personal.
Trying to set a screen for Cardoso.
To your point, where does the efficient offense come for the Wings right now? They are now 9 of 26 from 2 in this game.
I think it's Paige and Jess Shepard that need to have the ball in their hands, playmaking and looking to score. She has got to be aggressive.
That is why you're the analyst. Called it as it happened, and Paige Beckers now up to 9 points. Diggins, hesitation, dribble. Yeru sags off and learns a lesson. Diggins will make you pay.
Great decision. Yeru, like you said, in drop coverage far too deep, and Sky can hit the midi all day. What a game from Chicago, man. They are hooping. Skylar Diggins told us she wants 40 complete minutes of basketball put together from her squad. They certainly have done a good job thus far.
Shepard, Westbeld defending. Shepard can't get it. Oh, it's a battle for the rebound. Foul on the floor. And that should go against Cardoso. It doesn't. It goes against Westbeld. So it spares Cardoso her 4th foul, but she absolutely caught Shepard in the face.
Absolutely. They missed one and probably multiple fouls there in that possession. Shepard just complaining that she got hit in the face.
And it's one that you could warrant they would maybe take a look at,
right.
But either way, they're going to inbound the ball, so Cardoso gets lucky. The deflection, Shepard, what a catch. They feed it to her for 2.
Yeah, they picked on Westbeld in that situation. She rolled her right in, sealed for the baseline.
Diggins, the drive, the crossover into the lane, rises up, no good. Still plenty of time left for Dallas. Beckers, the pitter-patter dribble, escorts 2 defenders near here, fades away, rolls out. It was halfway down for Beckers.
But that's the look, though. She can get to that any time.
Cloud, a couple of rhythm bounces, accelerates on the baseline. Diggins back to Cloud, Vet to Vet. Can't connect on the 3. Cardoso pulls down the rebound. Bodies Yeru, goes to the bucket, leaving bodies in her wake.
Camila Cardoso being a force in the paint. Watch here, she works on the offensive glass, weak side rebounding, out hustles Giroux, and then gets into her body and finishes as she's falling down. This is what you want your center to do. Be a force. Be something that they cannot deal with. They have not had an answer for Camila Cardoso today, and she continues to attack them.
It's her most points since May 20th. She's got 18 points. She's been a pinstriped wrecking ball in this game. Nobody has been able to stand their ground against her. She completes the three-point play, and the lead balloons for Chicago.
And I love the intensity on the offensive glass. That's another way that Chicago is beating Dallas right now, on the boards.
Keep in mind, this Dallas team, one of the top offenses, held to 15 points. Segrist, no good. Westbeld. Foul on the floor as she was trying to fend off Shepherd.
And I like the action that the Wings just ran, an inverted screen, which means that Jess Shepherd is handling the ball as the 5, and a guard is setting the screen to get her downhill. They created an open shot, but wondering if they'll go back to that action more to get Shepherd a look. Watch here as the guard sets the screen so Shepherd can get downhill, and then the kick wide open. More of those looks need to be generated for the Wings.
Shepherd had a triple-double against Chicago last time. She has just 4 rebounds and 1 assist. The pass, Hawkes almost broke it up again. Shepherd curling, scoops it with the right. No good. Another tough lay-in that can't drop.
They are missing a few shots that they normally would convert on.
Sheldon, the fake. Picks up the dribble, fading away. What a bucket for her against her former team.
The stop, the pivot, and the turnaround.
Sutton goes right by her. Lays it in with the left.
Couple of guards, quick guards going at it.
It's one thing Sutton can do. She can certainly score. Coach Fernandez loves her downhill ability. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Westbeld kicks it over to Cloud. Fudd defending Cloud. Cloud the jumper. Oh, right in the eye of Fudd.
Oh, what a tough shot from Natasha Cloud.
Shepherd up top. Beckers will get the handoff. Hawkes and Williams looking to corral her. Sutton hesitated. Shot clock at 6. The Wings need to speed it up. She flares a pass to Shepherd. Wild pass. Shepherd comes down just in time. Westbeld defending. Segrist couldn't get it, and that's going to be a foul against Chicago. Well, Thursday, July 9th, summer's guilty as pleasure is back. Expect the unexpected when a new season of betrayals, backstabs, and blindsides begin. Big Brother premieres Thursday, July 9th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
And that defensive possession, Chicago just fell asleep. Maddie Segrist stuck in there to get the offensive board, making something happen out of nothing. But I'll tell you, this is one of the few games this season where Dallas hasn't scored in transition like they normally do.
Such a good point. They are second in the league in fast break points at over 12 per game. They have just 5.
That was the key to the game. Coach Marsh told us, trying to hold and contain them, and it helps Chicago when your offensive rebounding at such a high clip. Oh, that's too easy.
Oh, Cloud had it and checked up on the rim. She's got to scurry back into the action. Numbers right now. Shepherd doesn't see Fudd. The crowd does. Fudd, backdoor cut, gathers with the left. No! Rolls off. Opportunity left and right. Unfortunately, neither team can capitalize, and it's back to Chicago's ball with under 50 seconds left. Cloud, that high dribble, whips it. Westbeld for 3, no good. Rebound, box around into the hands of James. James, the free throw line jumper. Tough shot, drops it.
Smooth, super smooth.
Still a 14-point lead for Chicago. 12 seconds separate shot and game clock. Cloud to Williams. Williams will take charge right down the lane, up with the left.
Natasha Cloud has been really good in this basketball game.
James rushes the shot, able to get it to go off the glass. So now Chicago can downshift and hold for the final shot of the quarter if they'd like to. Point lead. It's Cloud, punched over, pounding the rock, waiting for the screen to come. She denies it. Cloud fading to her left. Fudd recovered with the block. Shepard will have time for a heave with the left hand. It'll be no good. But Chicago in prime positioning as we get set for the fourth quarter. They've got 71 points. They lead by 14. You got to credit AZ Fudd for the defensive recovery here.
A rookie covering ground, making huge plays. Could that be the momentum push that the Wings need in this one?
That's the end of the third quarter with the score 71. We saw that soundbite where Skylar Diggins, after their loss at Toronto, talked about this team not just accepting their fate early in the game. Now, they haven't won in the last 3 games since then, but they went from averaging 70 points in the 4 games up until that Toronto loss to now averaging 92 points the last 3, and they appear to be well on their way. They have turned things around, and credit a team that has dealt with adversity through the early part of the season to keep showing this kind of fight and resolve.
It's a young team, 8 players that are age 25 or younger. So you're seeing the progress in real time and how they're looking to get better. And I think the bright spots are the rookies who have been fearless, who have been playing high-level basketball. And Skylar Diggins has said she continues to encourage them to play fearless, to be aggressive. It's interesting this is taking a long time, but I see contact at 2 different points on the roller.
And I think that's maybe what they're trying to figure out. Who's the foul on? What's the time on the clock? Is it a shooting foul? I agree. This is an exceptional amount of time. And I think they're looking for AZ Fudd's hands now at this point, which do brush up against the right elbow of Elizabeth Williams as you see that replay.
Again, it may not be much contact, but there's contact.
We're nearing a conclusion. I know CBS is known for drama, but come on. We got a game to get back to.
Yes.
And to your point, it could be a foul against Shepard also. We all anxiously await this decision from the officials.
After review, the call on the floor stands. The foul on AZ Fudd, 2 shots. Chicago will receive 2 free throws. It's an unsuccessful challenge, and Dallas will lose the ability to challenge again.
Challenge is unsuccessful, and they're going to rule Fudd with the foul, makes contact to the shooting arm of Elizabeth Williams.
It's a right call.
So Williams will head to the free throw line. The officials come over and apologize for taking so long. They wanted to make sure they got things correct. Shows a lot of class right there.
Absolutely. You're going to apologize to us. It's the players' time that's kind of thrown off a little bit by such a huge stoppage.
Well, Williams, who is just a 39% free throw shooter on the season, misses them both. The lead stays at 14. Still a lot of time left here in the fourth quarter. Shepard carving out some real estate. Williams defending. Shepard takes her time. She goes to the other block. She bangs her shoulder a couple of times and gets it to go off the window.
She is so good at wedging her way in, using that spin, just wedging herself with an angle to finish underneath.
Diggins and Williams, this pick and roll has brought some opportunities for the Wings. Sheldon the 3, the Sky cashed in with a triple.
And what an adjustment from Elizabeth Williams. The help came over earlier that time for the Wings, and the kick out to Sheldon, who's ready to knock it down.
Sheldon 6 points off the bench. Sutton the fadeaway jumper. Diggins has just helped this offense stay so comfortable and control throughout the entire night.
Well, and I talked to her today about the importance of closing out games. At the last couple of games, turnover there from Hawkes. They've maybe had the lead, been in the game, but then haven't been able to close out games. And for me down the stretch, it's that right there, the decision-making, making sure that the Sky don't punish themselves and beat themselves with turning the basketball over, but then also rebounding is where Skylar felt like that was the biggest area they needed to focus on down the stretch, forcing teams to be one and done to close out games.
Nice, they have 18 assists to just 9 turnovers. That has been terrific offensive basketball for them throughout the evening. Agumbawale and Becker's check back in. The shot clock is at 6. Segrist rolling. Segrist can't get it too strong. Loose ball foul on the floor. And that'll go against Stevens.
Trying to box out Shepard.
Now it's time for the Indeed player resume. Jessica Shepard in her 6th season. It's her first with Dallas. She spent her first 5 in Minnesota. 2 triple-doubles already this season. The rest of the league with 0. And she's sitting at 12 points, 6 rebounds, but just 1 assist. And you have to credit the Chicago defense for staying on their assignments.
And I think players like Shepard and Taylor are examples of why expansion is so important. The more teams we get, the more opportunities that lie for superstars to emerge.
Oh, Shepard starting to expand her gravity on this one. Another land and a chance for one more.
She is on attack mode right now. The inverted screen from Becker's getting downhill. Stevens late on the rotation. And Shepard can score through contact all day. Watch how she kept her eyes on the prize as the contact was being created to finish through it.
Shepard, the 3-point play and ice. Listen, I know it's a 10-point lead for Chicago. I feel these might be the next 2 most important possessions of this game.
And this is why you're my teammate, because you know what I'm thinking before I say it. Yes, it is.
Sheldon, who had the 3 earlier, looking for Cardoso. Cardoso against Shepard. A pass off the fingertips. And Cardoso caught it over Shepard, and the foul, and she is able to again slow down this game and get to the free throw line.
It's the work rate before the ball gets there. Cardoso just finding a way, sealing up the lane, and then the nice delivery from Sky right over the fingertips of Shepard. Nearly got stolen, but those good hands by Cardoso, and she continues to make free throws as well.
Cardoso, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, but you know this. There is something about pausing the game, hitting a pair of free throws, and sucking the momentum out of this building, and she does just that.
And then you see Natasha Cloud back in the game. What's that bring? A defensive presence for Chicago.
She has been the turbocharger for their defensive engine in this one. Chasing Becker, switches on to Fudd. Cardoso help. Fudd, the 3. Can't get the friendly bounce, but look who's there. It's Shepard. 2 more.
Yeah, she's on one right now, but she needs somebody else to step up with her.
She's got 17 and 7, but has to battle on the other end against Cardoso. Now it's Stevens that has the size advantage against Beckers. Kicks it out to Cardoso, and that will be 3 in the key. A turnover from the Sky. And now Dallas will take over.
Yeah, this felt like a bit of a mental mistake from Stevens. She gave up the ball in the post, but then didn't get back out. And they needed to get it back to her right away.
Credit Shepard for helping to stop any shot attempt she was going to go up with. You're right. It mystified her, and it created the turnover. Shepard, 7 points in this quarter. The drive, swiped up by Taylor, and a foul as she was trying to fish that out. That'll be against Sydney Taylor, her 4th personal.
Yeah, Skylar Diggins told us yesterday that something this team sometimes struggles to guard is bigs that are really good off the bounce. And right now what you're seeing with Shepard is she's using...
To your point, you want to be comfortable with the lead ice, but you also have to close this thing out and be aggressive on the offensive end.
Well, and I love that report from Tiffany because it highlights how important veterans are for a young team. I expect Diggins and Cloud to be the main voices in the huddle right now, making sure that their team on one accord.
Fudd back to Beckers. You wonder what Beckers can do to help get her team even closer. Fudd, the drive, the lay-in. We've got ourselves a 5-point game.
It is amazing how AZ Fudd just takes what the defense gives her, doesn't force it at all.
Cardoso, too strong, too powerful, the catch and finish.
What a game she is having.
23 points, 9 of 12 from the field. Unstoppable so far, then the offensive foul against Coir. Trying to set the screen, that'll give the ball back to Chicago.
This is an important 2 possessions for Chicago. They get a good look and then able to force the offensive foul.
It's the 5th foul on Coir.
I would attack her right now.
Diggins, the crossover. Diggins is trying to eye Coir, will flare a pass. It's deflected by Agumbawale. Numbers for the Wings. Shepard outside to AZ. Oh, it's a fun watch in Texas. 4-point lead for Chicago. Cloud to the corner. Taylor for three. Oh, what a response from the rookie.
Hold that. Sydney Taylor quiets the crowd.
Her first three of the night. She was 0 for 5 from outside before that.
I want to go back to the hot hand.
Shepard spinning, lost the ball, but that's off the leg of Cardoso. It'll be Dallas ball with 8 to shoot.
Man, AZ Fudd, hunch shots in transition. Watch her space the floor. Shepard knows she's there, and all she has to do is catch and shoot.
Fudd again, the quick trigger. It's short. Look at the box outs from Chicago.
Yes, they are making sure to stay stingy on the glass, but I like the look to go back to Fudd because she just hit one.
Cloud back to Cardoso. Taylor coming off the screen. Draw 2, flips a pass. Cardoso fouled. What a catch. What a delivery from Taylor, and more free throws coming for her.
I am really impressed with the offensive awareness for the Sky. Taylor here knows that there's a switch, knows that Fudd is on Cardoso, delivers that ball high and away from the defense. And shout out to Camilla for the hands that she has to catch that basketball and go up as she fouls out Couir. And I don't know the stats on this, but it felt like every one of Couir's fouls was because of Camilla Cardoso. She single-handedly won that battle.
It's so funny. We just had that gravity feature as Cardoso can't hit the free throw. There's a gravity about just attracting contact down low and able to go through that. And Cardoso catching and at least getting shot attempts during all that. Misses both free throws, though. And then coming from behind, it's a foul against Taylor. She would like a challenge potentially as Yuru had the rebound. Right, get his team the ball back. Let's take another look at this here, Ice.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one from Taylor, I think.
It was a foul on Sydney Taylor that Chicago is challenging. Isis, once again, I test your younger eyes.
I mean, so off the defensive rebound, Taylor just comes on the blind side of Yuru. Now from that angle, I don't see a ton of contact, but the issue is that Taylor kind of swipes down, and so it makes me think that she may have caught some of...
Diggins and Cloud have been the steady hand on offense. Taylor has been the rookie spark for them, but Cardoso is the constant threat. Diggins will use the Cardoso screen. Diggins working against a good Moale. Cloud, oh, look at her run and catch, but can't get the lay, and another close miss for her. Yuru the rebound. Becker's trailing on the opposite wing. Agumbawale can't find her. It's Shepard driving against Cloud. That's giving up inches and pounds. Shepard, you called it, wedging herself in, but stop there.
How about the help from Cardoso, knowing that Cloud needed to be bailed out to get the block without committing the foul?
Now you've got a mismatch. They lost him in transition. You've got Stevens down low. Becker pokes it away. What a steal. Agumbawale, head down, charging, a foul against Cardoso. That's going to be another team foul against Chicago.
The turnovers just put your centers in vulnerable positions defensively. Here was the help from Cardoso, clean left-handed block, and then Agumbawale doing what she should, going right at Cardoso.
It's the 4th foul against Cardoso. So Agumbawale with 11 points, the only other player in double figures outside of Jess Shepard.
And if you're Chicago, Camilla Cardoso having 4 fouls with 4 minutes to go is a win. That is growth for her.
She picked up that quick third at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we wondered how long could she go before that 4th foul.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how she's looking. It feels like every time she gets on the floor, she's growing tremendously in her hands, in her movement, in her finishing.
Agumbawale, an 88% free throw shooter, misses the second, so the lead remains at 5 for Chicago. Under 4 minutes left to play. Oh, Shepard got to the passing lane. The deflection. She's got the handle and the side. Down the court. The lane is good. One possession game. Back-to-back turnovers for the Sky. Diggins snaking around the screen. Offensive foul against Cardoso. Her 5th foul, Chicago. No more challenges remaining.
What a turn of events here. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but absolutely not. They haven't called that all game on her, and that did not look like it warranted to be called either.
Tough break for the Sky. Shepherd now with 9 points in this quarter, handles the ball. Inverted screen, Fudd will set it. Shepherd, it opens up. Shepherd, if this is against Cardoso, this is her 6th. Who do they get? It goes against Stevens. So Stevens will pick up her 3rd foul. Cardoso stays in the game. But Shepherd has just dominated this quarter.
Yeah, she saw the Red Sea part and went right down the middle of it. They have not had an answer for guarding Shepherd off the bounce in this 4th quarter.
Shepherd with 20 points now to go along with 7 rebounds. It's her 3rd 20-point game of the season. This one to make it a 1-point game. It's good. 1-point lead for Chicago. 3:20 left. Buckle up, Dallas. This one's coming down to the wire. And then a foul off ball whistled against the Wings. That'll go against AZ Fudd. That's her 4th.
We're seeing a few more off-ball fouls called as of late. Players have to adjust to how the refs are calling this one.
Correction, 3rd foul on Fudd, but how about the cloudy finishes for the Sky? They led in the 4th quarter and lost to Atlanta. Lost at Indiana in overtime. Led by 1 with under 16 seconds left against New York. Diggins the take, sneaks it by Uru. 3-point lead now for Chicago.
Oh, how about from Diggins? It would have been blocked if she went with the left, but she stuck it in using the right hand.
Diggins, 9 points, 5 assists. Dallas gets tied with a 3 on this possession. They've never led in this game. Fudd, in and out dribble. Fudd with the left. No good. Cardoso cleans up the possession.
Telling you, how about the rebounding for Chicago? Not allowing Dallas to get 2nd and 3rd chance opportunities.
Diggins uses the Cardoso screen. Flips it back out. Taylor, a courageous 3. Can't get it off the hill. Becker's the rebound on the run. Becker's in transition, cradles it, slows down, and kisses it off the glass. Positioning, and that will send Cardoso to the free throw line. Exactly what you wanted to see from the Sky.
Yeah, keep going inside to what has worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. She has been dominant, has gotten duck-ins, and has caused the Wings to foul.
Rolls in the first free throw, and you have to be in this building to understand just how much energy these free throws are taking away from the crowd right now. Cardoso splits a pair. The lead still stays at 2. She has tied her season high with 24 points. On the other end for the Wings, where do they go here?
I'm going to Shepherd, and I think this is a mismatch look. Oh, good.
Becker's the cut, Shepherd the delivery. We're tied at 84.
Those two connect on such a high level, Beckers and Shepherd.
Inside, Cardoso spinning against the roof. Oh, left her behind. She's got a new season high at 26.
And notice how the Wings are not doubling Cardoso. They are fine with her going to work one-on-one.
We're in the 10th round. Each heavyweight fighter exchanging blows. Who will fall first? Beckers with Hopkins defending. Beckers goes right by her. No response for Paige.
Paige being clever off the bounce.
Cloud, in and out dribble. Taylor, the rookie for 3. Oh, what a big time shot for the youngster.
Ice in her veins.
Second 3 of the day. Fudd to Uru. Oh, can she match it off target? Rebound to Diggins.
Hear me out. That's a bad shot. That is not the shot you're looking for. Under 2 minutes left.
And Agumbawale will be whistled for the foul. Free throws coming for Diggins to try and make it a 2-possession game.
How about the execution down the finish in with the left hand? And then Sydney Taylor, ice in her veins. The rookie not afraid of the moment.
So Diggins to the free throw line. Splashes the first free throw. She challenged her team 3 games ago after losing to Toronto. How do we close things out? She's got the ball in her hand. Can't get it. Still a 2-possession game. Just over a minute left. Paige Beckers, last year's Rookie of the Year, the former #1 pick, will try to get Dallas back into this.
I'd like action right now.
They go to Agumbawale. She pump fakes. Agumbawale, the triple. No good. Long rebound. Shepherd comes down with it. Fudd, the drive. 2 defenders. They flip over to Shepherd. Taylor. Oh, what a rotation from Taylor.
Taylor, knowing that Shepherd has been the focal point, the extra help and attention, and the rookie making huge plays down the stretch. Cannot say enough about how she's stepping into this moment, stepping into this opportunity with some of the injuries that have